handicapped.com.
We have the highest total in NFL playoff history. This is Brad Powers in the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking NFC Championship game. We have Green Bay at Atlanta. High total, Fez. Which way are you going here?
Contrarian pick. We're going under the 61. It's all about this total being historic, the highest total in NFL history. To get there, I need two great offenses. I need two horrible defenses. A typical NFL total, right around 46. Let's look at the offensive side. Atlanta has an epic, historic offense. Boom, I'll bring that total up to 50. Green Bay has a great offense with Aaron Rodgers right now. We're up to 54. Green Bay's defense banged up in the secondary. I will rate them as a very bottom defense. We're up to 58. So all I need is a really bad Atlanta defense, and I can justify a 62 total, but I don't have a bad Atlanta defense. I have an Atlanta defense, I would argue, that is average, that's trending towards being slightly above average. Therefore, the total in this game at most should be 58.
All right, these two teams just played recently in the middle part of the season. They went back and forth, put up 65 points on the scoreboard. Does that impact you a little bit that they've already proven that they can score this many points?
Yeah, I wish I could go back and bet over 51 because that's what the total was back when they met, and that's when you should have been betting over when you had solid value. And I think the right answer here, somewhere between the 51 and the 61. Granted, I think closer to 61 makes sense to me, but all the way to 61, absolutely not, especially, remember, Atlanta's defense, last 5 games, they're only giving up 19 points per game.
Also, I think that's in your favor here. The two teams for the season combined, 26-9 to the over. However, when you take this totals line in comparison, when you take their scores as far as the 61, compare it to it, you look at just blindly, the under would be 21-13-1, and you look at recency bias. Actually, 6 of Green Bay's last 8 games would have come under this total. Atlanta, even better, 7 of their last 8 games would have come under this total.
And Atlanta, they're no dummies. They see what Aaron Rodgers is doing. They also saw Elliott just carve up that Green Bay defense. I really think with their dual running backs, they're going to run the ball right down Green Bay's throat. They're going to get a whole lot of long ball control drives that will be eating clock.
Yeah, and as far as on the other side of the ball, Atlanta's defense, they had a bye week a few weeks ago, didn't expend a lot of energy last week in their blowout win over Seattle. I think that's a rested defense. You already mentioned it, playing their best ball this season. I think it not only helps your under, but obviously I think it helps the Atlanta side here.
Yeah, no reason to think that with that little extra rest that the Atlanta defense can't hold Green Bay down to, say, 24 points.
Your second main handicap.
The two elite playmakers, the wide receivers, they're both injured. Jordy Nelson, cracked ribs. Is he going to play? Probably not. If he does, not 100%. And you look at Julio Jones. He'll probably play. He limped off the field. More than likely, he's going to be a decoy, try to gut it out. He won't be close to 100% either. How can I have the highest playoff total in NFL history with my two best playmakers injured?
Yeah, no question. We always talk about injuries and how they affect the line as far as the side goes, but this one we're talking the total here. I think as far as the side, having Green Bay's top wide receiver less than 100% and having Atlanta's top wide receiver less than 100% negate as far as the side goes, but both help your under pick.
And I think what's happening here is that the betting markets are saying, oh, they were all right for a game or two without these guys, and long term, I'm just not buying into it.
All right, definitely a contrarian pick here, Fez. Let's make this one official.
Let's make it official. We have a total that has been overly inflated, as high as any total we've ever seen in the NFL playoffs at 61. And it's a full 10 points higher than when these two teams met last time. The elite wide receivers are hurt. Jordy Nelson, Julio Jones. They may not play. If they play, they will be much less than 100%. The Fez math says go under the 61. More videos at pregame.com.